Hi, I'm Jeff Copp with the Utah State University Aggies. I'd like to thank American Football Monthly for having me here today to speak with you guys about some of the stuff that we do. I'd also like to thank our head coach, Brent Guy, and our entire coaching staff at Utah State for affording me the opportunity to be here today. Today we're going to talk about one of our change-ups to our punt team. We call it Roll Punt. We've had a lot of success with it in the past. Again, on our way to a second ranking in the WAC in net punt 2 years ago, and then third in net punt this last football season. So it's a nice change-up that we have. Hopefully you guys can learn some stuff from this today that you can take back to your programs and implement there and have some success of your own. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about kind of our philosophy of when we use a roll punt. Some people call it the rugby punt, or what it is when you sprint your punter out and give him the option to run or pass the football, or run, pass, or kick the football as we sprint out to one side or the other. We use it at Utah State as a complement to our regular punt team. This is something typically I like to use once, twice a game, just as a change-up for several reasons that we'll talk about here. Again, it's a complement. I love it to slow down the opponent's rush against your regular punt team. Okay, it gives them something during game week that they have to prepare for, that they have to think about. It gives them an extra look. It's like just exactly what offenses and defenses do when they give different looks, different formations, things of that nature. It gives us a chance to slow down the number of things that we're going to see against our regular punt team, which is where we make our bread and butter. It gives a very minimal teaching for us, but it gives the other team something they have to scheme and be worried about and work on during game week. We've had a lot of success with it because we've had a very athletic punter the last couple of years. He's happened to be our starting quarterback. If you have that option, it gives you an extra added dimension because now they're sitting there thinking, okay, this guy is a legitimate threat to run the football. He's a legitimate threat to throw the football, and he can kick the thing pretty well as well. So they have to prepare for some different things. Again, I love it because it slows down the rush. It makes those guys wonder what's coming. Typically, they're not able to get in their sprinter stance, tee off on you, and get after your punter as well as they can if you just show one look every time you kick the football. As a punt coach, that's the best thing I like about it, is now those guys have some doubt in their heads. They're not getting after the football like they have in previous weeks. The other reason we like it, it neutralizes a great returner. Typically, the ball is not a traditional punt kick where it's up in the air for 4 seconds to 5 seconds. You're not putting as much stress on your coverage unit. The ball's rolling around on the ground. He doesn't necessarily know where it's going to go. Footballs take crazy hops as they're rolling. It neutralizes a great returner. Just again, tries to keep the ball out of his hands and not give him an opportunity to beat you. And the third reason I love it is it gives your gunners time to work. Okay, you're sprinting out. The punt typically doesn't get off right, in the second and a half, 2 seconds that we like it to. The punt's not off as long. Typically, the punter is sprinting out, rolling to either direction, and it buys some time for your gunners to get down the field. Depending on what look they give you, it also allows you to add a third gunner with your